Nothing moves the blob!
I entered the theater the day it was released, aware of the already low ratings, and I tried my darndest to ignore them. I've been eagerly awaiting this release for years, 2 years to be exact. Directed by Josh Boone and originally shot in 2017, this film has been through X hell just to get a solid release date. Whether it be reshoots, the Fox-Disney merger, and the biggest pandemic to hit the rock we live on, I never thought it or I would see the dim, bright light of theater screens again. But alas, it's out there. And almost buried again by negative press. But is all the harsh criticism even warranted? Meh, somewhat I guess. It was not as terrible as X-pected. New Mutants is not just another X-Men movie, and definitely not the worst. Dark Phoenix. Relax. That cough was for the bit. I've been COVID nose probed over 6 times now. With an $80 million budget and 3 years of re-editing, we were promised a new, gritty horror movie. And yeah, it may just have been. That if all the scenes / pace weren't so damn fast and angsty. Which, I can admit, may have been the biggest X factor dragging it down. And Josh Boone's all hip with the angst factor. Just look at Fault in Our Stars. The trailers, they just kept getting better and better. Spoiling some, if not most, of the twists, but serving their purpose in getting myself and plenty others out of their homes to a theater, opposed to an at-home release other films are trying out. Tell me, do you believe you would have enjoyed it more as a home release? Or have you, like me, desperately wanted to fill that corroding void in your life that is the theater-going experience? It's the Breakfast Club with superpowers and nightmares, demon bears, and a magical pterodactyl puppet. Okay, maybe not so much Breakfast Club, maybe more of a X-boot camp. 5 young mutants going through superpowered puberty and coming to grips with the precautions of their outbursts while secretly being studied. All the while being constantly reminded that something is wrong with them, that their accidents are their fault and they need to learn how to control their outbursts. By a one, Dr. Reyes. Nightmare shenanigans pursue when the newest mutant, Danny Moonstar, hits the scene and is added into the mix. With only a few mentions of the actual X-Men in passing and all the nightmarish sequences, XFX were overall fantastic. Well, it better had been, given the time it took via various editing processes. It was interesting. Interesting seeing all the angsty, quirky characters getting to know each other. And, oh, were they ever special? But it was the accents that really quirked me and even got some giggles. Cannonball getting the spotlight and acting his best Hank Hill. It was not the acting nor the accents that brought down the movie though. They really did do their best what was given to them. New Mutants also tried its very best to be different horrorverse super movie. But was it? It was definitely different, that's for sure. But did it deserve the low ratings? It was made in a time where superhero movies are expected to be high-budget epics, and here the editing was so shoddy-paced and obviously dissected and glued back together over and over again. It feels very short, familiar, rushed, and probably would have done a lot better on Netflix. But again, I ask you, would it have served better that role via a home release opposed to the movie theater experience? X-perience? Which would you prefer? You know the deal. Let me know in the comments down below. Personally, I will always enjoy the theater-going X-perience, to which I prescribe a 6.5 out of 10. Given all the shit it's been through, it was still better than expected. It's not great. It's exposition. Extra, but not X-Men.
Master of Magnet.